Hello my Manchester United family, welcome to a brand new video of today's latest update. Manchester United ready to break the bank to sign Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Manchester United are ready to pay €90 million to sign Khvicha Kvaratskhelia as their marquee signing next summer. According to Khvicha, Manchester United are willing to pay €90 million to sign Napoli star Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. The Georgian could be in high demand next summer, as the Red Devils eye him as their marquee signing and make a big statement of intent. Manchester United fans believe that Ruben Amorim's arrival as their new manager will spell the beginning of a new, successful era at the club. The Red Devils have not been good enough in the last few years, and the Portuguese arrives with great expectations on his shoulders. Manchester United have recently adopted a different transfer policy that saw them sign players under the age of 25, and that might continue going forward. Hence, they are eager to look for the best profiles under those criteria, and one player who caught their eye is Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. The Napoli star man has been having a great season, with the club topping the Serie A standings. There are reports that the Italian side, led by Antonio Conte, is ready to offer the 23-year-old winger a new deal that may potentially come with a release clause, similar to the contract for Victor Osimhen. Manchester United are reportedly willing to pay €90 million for the player, with Amorim seeking Kvaratskhelia as probably his first marquee signing at the club. Any deal will have to wait until the summer, as Napoli are unlikely to scupper their title challenge, and in any case, they will demand a fee that will be record-breaking in some aspect. Will Kvaratskhelia join Manchester United? Manchester United's below-par displays over the years have resulted in many top players opting to join elsewhere. In Kvaratskelia's case, he has massive interest coming from elsewhere. There are suggestions that the 23-year-old winger would prefer Arsenal or Liverpool, which could be due to their consistent participation in the Champions League, something that is not guaranteed at Old Trafford. Real Madrid also view Kvaratskhelia as a key target ahead of the future, although they are unlikely to spend big on him given the star players they have in the position. Hence, for Manchester United to sign the Georgian winger, they must qualify for the Champions League and intend to challenge for the title above everything else, or risk losing the 23-year-old to their rivals. World-class Manchester United reveal Old Trafford update with twist for 100,000-seater plan. Man United are in the process of consulting fans on the future of Old Trafford, and initial findings have been shared. The majority of Manchester United supporters have declared support for a new build stadium following a survey from the club that sought opinions on the future of Old Trafford. United sent a survey to supporters in an email in mid-September to ensure the views of its fans are at the heart of plans for the future of Old Trafford and the regeneration of the area. The club also hosted several focus groups to gauge fans' views. The process is ongoing, but the initial findings from the first phase of the consultation have now been shared. United have announced 50,000 fans took part in their Old Trafford survey, and the results show that a new build stadium is the preference for the majority of fans, as 52% prefer that option, compared to 31% who prefer redevelopment of the existing stadium. The survey was sent to season ticket holders, United members and executive club members, and the further 17% who responded declared themselves unsure. United have said the data showed the strongest support for a new build stadium to be among current season ticket holders, with the desire for a new stadium increasing with the age of a season ticket holder, as younger fans lean more towards redeveloping Old Trafford. They have said the survey results will help the club understand the wishes of fans as feasibility work continues on the options for Old Trafford, and they noted fans' desire to preserve history and heritage, increase ticket availability and enhance the atmosphere at the stadium. Director of Fan Engagement, Rick McGaugh, said, "We are delighted that this survey received the most responses in the club's history. It shows how important this work is, and to have this level of engagement at this stage is a really positive place to start. We know how important our home is to fans, and we need to listen to them and gain all their views and insights in order to develop the world-class stadium they deserve. We are able to view the results through different lenses to understand if our season ticket holders feel differently about anything than, say, our official members. And if younger fans have different views to older fans. This insight is incredibly helpful and allows the project team to understand the differences as well as the commonality in our fanbase." Man United must sell players in January after £37.5 million news, Stefan Borson. Manchester United will likely need to sell players before they can make any new signings in the January transfer window. That is the view of former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson, who exclusively told Football Insider Man United are going to have limited leeway for the rest of the season due to the costs associated with sacking Erik ten Hag and appointing Ruben Amorim. Ten Hag was sacked on the 28th of October after a dismal start to the Premier League season. Amorim was appointed as the Dutchman's successor on the 1st of November after Old Trafford Chiefs agreed to pay Sporting Lisbon £9.25 million in compensation. The Portuguese, who will make the move to Manchester on the 11th of November, is the club's sixth permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson's 26-year reign ended with his retirement in 2013. Borson told Football Insider United have likely spent up to £37.5 million in exceptional costs on making the managerial change. He expects those costs to impact the club's chances of signing new players in the January window. Their ability to keep having other costs going against them is pretty limited for this season now, Borson told Football Insider. They will have to consider what they can do in January. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to make signings in January without selling first. We know that the costs in January, because of the way the amortization works, you would only have half of 1 year of the costs of a player transfer, so it's not impossible that you also then have some substantial wages for that half year as well in the 2025 accounts. I think they have got pretty limited leeway now for the rest of the year. They are going to have to try and get up that table and qualify for the latter stages of the Europa League. Ruben Amorim's first Man United signing is obvious as Sporting stun Man City in 4-1 rout. Comment: Ruben Amorim entertained Man United fans tonight as Sporting produced a stunning win versus Man City. Manchester United supporters were treated to a masterclass as they boosted TNT Sports viewership numbers to tune into Manchester City's 4-1 defeat at Sporting tonight. Incoming United boss Ruben Amorim bid farewell to the José Alvalade Stadium in style as his Portuguese champions ran riot to pile onto Pep Guardiola's recent misery. Phil Foden teased a long night for the hosts as he fired City into the lead after just 4 minutes, profiting from a mistake in midfield from Hidemasa Morita and shoddy goalkeeping by Franco Israel. But Morita, Israel and Sporting rallied from there, producing a 4-goal rout to condemn the visitors to a third consecutive defeat, following back-to-back 2-1 losses at Tottenham and AFC Bournemouth. One player stole the show, as he so often has done under Amorim's reign in Lisbon. Victor Gyökeres further established himself as one of the world's deadliest strikers. The 26-year-old Swede fumbled a glorious chance shortly after City's opener, directing an attempted chip into Ederson's grateful grasp as he ran through on goal unchallenged. But he soon clicked into gear, netting a hat-trick, including 2 ice-cold penalties, to add to Maximiliano Araujo's go-ahead goal in the opening minute of the second half. United splashed £108.5 million on striker signings during Erik ten Hag's tenure, handing the Dutchman 2 young options in Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. Højlund, who cost £72 million, was the Red Devils' top goalscorer in his debut season, netting 16 times in all competitions. His similarities to Gyökeres while being 5 years younger will excite Amorim. However, Zirkzee's less explosive style seems the opposite of the Sporting frontman's. If that doesn't concern Amorim, his early record of 1 goal in 15 United games will. That doesn't necessarily mean the 23-year-old is set to be shipped out of Old Trafford, though. His first touch and ability to link play among his fellow attackers could make him an ideal fit for one of the 2 number 10s in Amorim's 3-4-3 system. But even if that's the route United's new head coach goes, that would leave Højlund as his only senior striker, potentially prompting the club to return to the striker market. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the full video. See you next time.